Welcome, Pick Three at a Glance family and first-time viewers. What we have here is a strategy that allows you to track all 1,000 numbers at a glance. It's simple and easy to use. I can teach anybody how to use it in 30 minutes. And one thing I want to say right off the top, get out your head that there's a strategy or a system out there that's going to show you what number is coming the next day for you to play and win. All the numbers, all the lotteries, the pick 3, the pick 4, the pick 5 are randomly picked numbers each day. So there's nothing out there that's going to tell you what number is coming the next day. You have to track the actual numbers to see how they're falling, what they're doing, and analyzing the number and put together a strategy. Pick 3 is the only one that can do that. You can't track 10,000 numbers and know what's going on with them with the pick 4, and you can't track 10,000 numbers. 100,000 numbers with the pick 5. So the best thing, and I specialize in nothing but pick 3. Out of 30 years, I put together a system that you can work with the law of average and tracking the numbers, tracking the front pair, back pair, single digits, and the single number when it comes in. Get out that rat trap of figuring out what numbers coming the next day. There is no system. And anybody tell you they got a system, I'd like to see it. But I'm pretty sure it's not a system out there. What you have to do is track the actual 1,000 numbers and see how they're working and falling for your state. So Missouri is the state that I use as a template, but my strategy can be used anywhere in the world, and I can explain my system and strategy where you can hit before the numbers come, not after the numbers come. Where you'll know why you plan your numbers before they come, not after they then came, okay? That's what the Pick 3 at a Glance strategy is based on. And will you hit every day? No. You're not going to hit every day. I'm not going to tell you that type of story. But I can tell you that you'll improve your chances of winning, and you can see why you plan a number, and you'll see how you missed a number with the Pick 3 at a Glance strategy. So let's get going. Missouri Evening Draw, which is what I track. The number came in was 853. All right. And that was for Missouri Evening. The 853 came in February the 7th, 2024. So here with the Pick 3 at a Glance strategy, you use the 111 rundown on any winning number that comes in that day that you're looking to track, okay? If you're familiar with the 111 rundown, then that's the only one you'll ever have to use with the Pick 3 at a Glance strategy to track the actual numbers and work with the law of average to play the numbers and have them to your advantage. All right? So what you do with the winning number that comes in, you add 1 to each of the numbers. Like the 853, you add 1 to the 8, you get 9. You add 1 to 9, you get 10. But you don't use the 1, you just use the 0. And you just count straight down. 1 to 0 is 1. 1 to 1 is 2. 1 to 2 is 3. 1 to 3 is 4. 1 to 4 is 5. 1 to 5 is 6. 1 to 6 is 7. 1 to 7 is 8. Same number at the bottom you got at the top. All right? And you do the same for the next two rows. You're going to do the 1 to the 5 is 6. 1 to 6 is 7. And you just count straight down. 7, 8, 9. When you get to 9, you know you're going to just use the 0. Then you just count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Same number at the top, same number at the bottom. Same number with the 3. You're just going to say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3. Can't get no easier than that, folks. That's why I use it, because I was terrible in math in school, and I never thought a million years I'd be doing this with the Pick 3, but it's been good to me. I came up with it on my own after 30 years of searching books and looking around and grabbing numbers from everywhere, trying to win. And then when I did win, I'd lose all the money back trying to win again because I had no idea why I was playing the numbers that I was playing at any time. But with Pick 3 at a Glance, you'll always know why you're playing the numbers. So with the Pick 3 at a Glance, while you're doing that, I take 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on them, and you have 22 columns. And out of those 22 numbers, when you do the 1-1 rundown, one of those numbers will always be in the column. So like here, okay, I know that in this column, the 520 is the column that I would be looking for, which is column 9, but it's going to show us 025. And when you have a single number, single numbers can come 6 different ways. They can come 85, this one could come 853, 835, 358, 385, 538, and 583. Okay? Any single numbers can come 6 different ways. All right? So what we're going to do here, I'm going to show you the columns. We're going to go to column 9. Here's column 9, but you see it as a 025. Now when you see the 025, you're going to go down and look for the 835. But it's not going to show as 835. It's going to show as 358. It's the same number. It's just one of the 6 ways that that number could come. All right? Every one of these numbers can come 6 different ways. But you just mark that number off. And as you mark the numbers off the columns, you're eliminating the numbers. So when you'll always know what column is due and what numbers are due off the column, working with the law average. You'll always know. You won't be guessing what's going on with the numbers. You'll actually be able to see what's going on with the numbers. Okay? Here's another column. It's 22 numbers. All right? What it is 12 single numbers, okay, and 10 double numbers. And the 12 single numbers with the number 1, you got the 012, the 013, the 014, the 015, the 016, the 017, the 018, the 024. Then again, you have the 025, the 026, the 027, and the 037. Those 12 numbers, when you do the 1-1 rundown on your winning number, one of those numbers will always be in that number, in that rundown. Always. Okay? That's 12 of them. Now with the doubles, here we're going to go to the doubles. Right here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. And you got 001, you have 002, and you have 003, you have 004. That's one of the base, those are the base numbers. When you do the 1-1 rundown on a double, one of those base numbers will always be in the rundown. Okay, here. Okay. All right. Okay. It's 4. Okay, here's the other doubles. Okay, so here's the doubles. You got 10 of them. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 doubles. All right? And you, so 7, okay, we did 4. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, which we did the 001, 002, 003, 004. Then you got 005. Then you have the triples, which are just triple zeros. And you have 011, 022, 033, 044. Those are the doubles. Those are 10 doubles you have to remember. Or, you'll know them. Once you start doing the 1-1 rundown, you'll see that one of these numbers will always be in that rundown. That lets you know what column to go to find your number to mark it off. Okay? Now I got 100 videos that more explains what's going on with them. I had to change how I present this. So once you go through the videos, this here will make a lot of sense to you. And if not, just email me at momondayterry@gmail.com and I can help explain it to you also. But this is a powerful, powerful system. Okay. Now, here I call this strategy number 2, number positioning. Just like the 853 that came in, what you do, I got 3 columns. I did 0 to 9 on 3 columns. So that 8 would be column 1 on the front. I'll mark it off. And then the 5 would be in the middle, column 5. I'll mark it off. And then on the end is 3, and I'll mark it off. At the end of the month, whatever number I didn't mark off, I know where to play that number. Let's say you're playing 1, 2, 3, okay? And all month long, you realize that the 2 didn't fall on the end. You didn't mark it off for the whole month. You'd also play that 1, 2, 3 as 1, 3, 2 or 3, 1, 2, because that's one of the 3 different ways, 6 different ways that it could come. If you didn't do number bed at 50 cents straight and play your 1, 2, 3 straight box, that's how I do it. And the likelihood of you hitting it that way is greater rather than just guessing all those different numbers. You tracking the actual numbers. Okay? Here is pairs, tracking single pairs. This is a monthly. This is strategy number 2, single pairs. All right? And how I do that, like the 8, 5, 3 came in, I'd circle the 35, the 38, and I'll circle the 58. Because it's got 3 single numbers, that way I know those 3 pairs have played already. So if I go into the next month, I won't be looking for those pairs to come back. They might come back, but at least you know that they were played. What you're looking for, working with the law of average, you're looking for what pairs ain't played going into the next month or the next couple of months. All right? Now, if it's a triple to come in, like triple twos, you just, because it's only a single number, you'll just circle off the double twos. And if it's a double that comes in, like 044, you mark off the 04 and the 44. But go look at the videos. This is not really that confusing. If you play lottery, you always got to know what pairs to play. You always got to know what single digits to play. You always got to know what numbers have not fallen in order to be a bigger and better winner. Because if you don't, you're just playing in the dark. That's what I was doing for years. That's what everybody I know is doing for years. If you go to my channel, you'll see there's testimonials of people winning and hitting that ain't won in years using the pick 3 at a glance track, because they're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. They're not chasing all those different numbers. And if they're lucky enough to win, luck runs out. You got to have a skill and a knowledge behind playing your numbers. Pick 3 at a glance allows you to build a skill set for your state. For your state, not tracing numbers from everybody else's state because because it fell in that state thinking it's going to come to your state. Those numbers don't work like that. It's 1,000 of them in 1,000 different states. And if a number shows up in another state, more likely it is because it's only 1,000 states out of 500 and something. 53 states. There's 1,000 numbers, so numbers will cross paths. Numbers going to cross paths midday and evening, but that don't mean they running the same unless you actually tracking them and know what's going on with them. Okay? You have to track your numbers. The numbers are randomly drawn 1 out of 1,000 every day. And you got 365 days in a year. You got 1,000 numbers. If you played a different number every day, you still gonna have 635 numbers. You ain't gonna have no idea what was going on with them all year unless you didn't track those numbers to be a bigger and better winner. It just ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna figure, ain't no strategy, and I'll put money on it, gonna tell you what number is gonna come the next day. It ain't gonna happen. That's just wishful thinking, and it'll get you where you playing cause you have to and not cause you want to. Okay, you have you where you playing cause you have to, cause you ain't paid your light bill, your gas bill, your telephone bill. It takes all the fun out of, hey, look, I've been there, done that. You know, I know all the pain to try to gain, but because I was playing in the wind. I didn't know why when I hit, I didn't know unless I went to a book or went somewhere else to get a number. I had no system of my own that I could use to know what was going on with these numbers until I picked the pick three at a glance strategy together. And it's been good to me. Okay. That's pretty much what I have on today. Just remember, you always know what position the numbers fell in. All right. You always know what pairs didn't fall. You always know what single digit didn't fall and where it didn't fall. You always know what number didn't fall using the law of average off the columns. You always know what columns are due and what numbers are due on each column. But you get more detail in one of my videos. This here, once you look at a video, this here all make real good sense to you. This is easy too because you can screenshot it and then or you can print it out and make sheets and copies of them and mark them off. That's what I would do. I put everything on paper before all this computer stuff came out about. I'm 72 and most of my friends don't even know what to do with a phone, let alone a computer with the smartphones. But I've always been interested in technology, and I happen not to, I was able to keep up with it pretty much. But they've gone so fast, they're leaving me a little bit behind now. But these are the doubles. Here is 10 of them, 10 columns. And these are the singles. There's 12 of them. That's 22 numbers. And the beauty of using the 1-1 rundown, 1-1-1 rundown, each one of these columns got their numbers and their mirrors opposite each other. Okay, let's go to column 1. Column 1, the 012, the mirror of it, you go down, is 5, 6, 7. So if you tracking your numbers and you tracking the columns and you realize that 012 and 5, 6, 7 ain't fail, though you want to definitely play that because the chance of hitting one or the other is great by the law of average. But you don't know that if you ain't tracking the actual numbers. And then a lot of people say, well, when you play a number, play the mirror. But I only play the mirror if neither one of them have came because I can strategize. I can build a skill set that way. I just don't play a number and play the mirror just to be playing it. I only play it if neither one of them has failed. And then on the triples, and let me go find the triples again. Okay, on triples, I do not play triples at all. Unless I didn't track the triples and realize the front pair and back pair ain't fail. On another of my videos, it goes into tracking front pairs and back pairs. If I find out double zeros ain't failed on the front or the back all year, I'll play triple zeros toward the very end of the year, around November and December. I only play triples maybe September, October, and November, December, maybe a little later than that. Because in Missouri last year, we only had triple zeros to fall on evening for the whole year. So imagine if you was playing triples all year. Look at the money you just threw away. There's no need for that because when you start tracking these numbers, you're going to actually see and know what they're doing in your own state. Okay? I do not mess with those triples unless I didn't track them. And I hit them. I hit triple ace last year because January, ace didn't fall but once in January of 2023 and didn't fall at all toward September and October on the back of 2023. So I picked them up, started playing them because I knew why I was playing them. I always know the why to every number I play. Always. There's no reason not to know when using Pick 3 at a glance. Okay, so this is disclaimer. I'm not going to tell anybody what numbers to play. I'll tell you what I'm playing. If you want to play what I'm playing, fine. I prefer that you track your own numbers because you'll see something that I miss. And you might have a different plan. You might build a different skill set, and you can do it. But yeah, you can build a skill set with the Pick 3 at a glance. Track your own numbers for your own state. That's the best way to go, people. Best way to go. All right, state law is set up for you to lose, not for you to win. And when you do win, and if you don't know why you playing them numbers, you're playing with luck, and luck runs out on all of us. Okay, so stop losing, start winning. Track your actual numbers for your own state. That's the best way to do it. Okay, and please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And give it a thumbs up. It gets comments and things like that. Gets me into the YouTube algorithm to pick the videos up and get it out to more subscribers. But this is a great system, I believe, that I put together, and give people peace of mind playing this lottery. It's randomly pulled. There's no strategy out there don't tell you what's coming the next day. None. Period. Ditto. All right. All right. Winning the lottery has changed my life. And it did. It changed it where I could sleep at night because I knew why I was playing my numbers. And if they didn't come, it didn't bother me because I knew all I had to do was just wait them out. And I could build a system and a strategy. And I knew why I was strategizing on what numbers and why I would play them. So like I always say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.